When I was growing up, the best place in town for cheeseburgers or milkshakes was a local joint called Burger Beast. Pineapple shakes and double blue cheeseburgers with bacon. Oh, now that was worth opening your mouth for. Oh, and the Beast? It was a cartoonish Arctic blue cross between a Sasquatch, Werewolf, and Wendigo, and looked more goofy than scary. Its glowing red eyes caused it to appear nearsighted. The Burger Beast, like the burgers and shakes, were a staple of my childhood. The Beast was not only seen on billboards, but on T-shirts and on the sides of paper cups and burger and French fry containers. He also ended up in the gutter. A lot. As trash, you know. I would still stop by from time to time for a blue cheeseburger. But alas, Burger Beast is now extinct. Competition from the chains and a location in an older part of town cut into revenue. And then the pandemic finished things off, and Burger Beast closed its doors after 45 years in business. Another link to my childhood gone. The restaurant stood abandoned for several years, but then I heard it was slated for demolition. And since I'm into urbex, urban exploration, I decided to take one last look. The building was situated at the edge of a parking lot for a big box store. I remembered that it had concrete picnic tables, and in the summer, groups of motorcycle riders would hang around outside, smoking and drinking milkshakes. Now the tables were gone, and the whole place looked forlorn and forgotten. Even though the building was on a fairly busy street, no one paid it any attention. I parked in the big box lot and casually walked over, trying to appear nonchalant. I assumed the glass doors leading into the building would be locked, but I tried them anyways. And they were open. Now, that gave me pause. Was someone in there? Security, maybe? Or a homeless person squatting there? I called out, "Hello?" Tentative at first, but then louder, "Hello?" No answer. So I stepped inside, turning on my flashlight as I did so. The main area was largely as I remembered. All the loose tables and chairs were gone, but the booze and table nooks were untouched. But something else I'd noticed, which also gave me pause, was how clean the place was. There was no trash, graffiti. The very cleanliness was creepy. I flashed my light around the room. Fortunately, the blinds were down, so no one outside could see me. There were a number of framed prints on the wall, but nothing of interest, save for a portrait of the Burger Beast himself, or itself. I thought about taking it when I left, but I would have to be careful. As the door was unlocked, all I was guilty of thus far was trespassing. But if I took something, I would be a thief, or even a burglar. I checked out the main room, behind the counter, and even the kitchen, but everything of value had been taken away. I did find some big plastic straws, and seeing they were banned to save the planet or something, I thought about taking some of them. I was about to bid adieu to Burger Beast when I heard something, a low, muffled sound that made me think of someone crying in an enclosed space. The only place I hadn't explored was the washroom, which I was going to skip. But then I heard it again. I wondered if some animal, like a cat, was trapped inside and decided to check it out. I cautiously opened the door to the men's room and shone the flash around. All the fixtures were gone, but the metal partition for the toilet stall was still there. And when I put the light on it, I heard something. The rattling of a heavy chain. "Hello," I called, and was answered by a sob and further rattling. I leapt forward and tore the door open. A naked man was chained to the wall. He was cadaverously thin, a mere skeleton, his tortured frame covered with cuts, contusions, and dried blood. But it was his eyes that held me, two bright burning orbs which glared red in the encompassing darkness. He raised his head and stared at me, and screamed, and I ran. Now I'm at home and shaking so badly. Those screams keep echoing in my head. Did I really see that? Or was it some sort of waking nightmare? I don't know what to do. Should I go back? What do you think? And my God, all those years, what was in those burgers? What meat? If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories, featuring such cryptids as the Night Floaters, werewolves, and the black-eyed children. So, please like, share, comment, and consider subscribing. And till midnight, remember, you should always watch what you eat. And, after all, you are who you eat. Bon appetit.